John was in the heart of the city, fresh from a business meeting. As he strolled back to his office, the world around him suddenly transformed. A deafening bang rang through the air, and the ground trembled beneath him. He spun around, only to witness one car slam into another, instigating a domino effect of collisions. Frantically, he searched for safety, but there was nowhere to escape. His only option was to run. As John sprinted, cars and debris whizzed past him, accompanied by the cacophony of honking horns and screeching tires. It was like being thrust into the center of a war zone. When he finally discovered a secure haven, John realized the world had gone eerily silent. The cars lay mangled, and buildings had crumbled, but there was no sound. It was as if the world had been muted. Stepping out from his hideout, he discovered that everyone had vanished. He wandered the desolate streets, taking in the surreal devastation that surrounded him. Abandoned vehicles cluttered the streets, while debris and dust filled the air. Shock and disbelief washed over John, as he struggled to comprehend the unfolding catastrophe. Initially, John's thoughts were consumed with concern for his family, particularly his parents. He frantically pulled out his phone, fingers trembling as he dialed their number, only to be met with silence. Undeterred, he tried calling his siblings, his closest friends, and even his distant acquaintances, hoping that someone, anyone, would pick up. His heart pounded as he scrolled through his contact list, trying numbers one after another. Each unanswered call fueled his growing sense of panic and desperation. He sent text messages, pleading for a response, but none came. John tried every communication app he could think of, even venturing onto social media platforms, scouring for any signs of life. He posted desperate messages, hoping for a reply from a familiar face, but his pleas echoed into the void. With every attempt, the grim reality of the situation began to sink in. He was utterly alone, with no idea if his loved ones were safe or even alive. The weight of this realization bore down on him, suffocating him with a mixture of fear, grief, and an overwhelming sense of helplessness. Determined to find his loved ones, John set out for his apartment. Along the way, he witnessed the chaos that had befallen the city. Forsaken cars littered the roads, and once majestic buildings lay in ruins. It was like stepping into a disaster film. Upon reaching his apartment, John discovered it empty. His family was nowhere to be found, and their belongings remained untouched. It was as if they had evaporated into thin air. Fear and isolation gripped John's heart. Never before had he felt so utterly alone. For hours, he stayed in the same spot, praying that someone would return. As time ticked away, however, he came to the daunting realization that he was the sole survivor. Terrified and lonely, he knew he had to persevere. He began scavenging for food and supplies, raiding stores and restaurants. With a backpack loaded with necessities, John felt a semblance of relief, though loneliness still haunted him. To keep his mind occupied, he explored the city. John ventured to places he had never seen before, discovering new wonders at every turn. He climbed to the top of a skyscraper and gazed out over the once thriving metropolis. He wandered through museums and galleries, marveling at the art and artifacts. But his loneliness refused to abate. As days melded into weeks, John's fear and solitude began to recede, replaced by a newfound sense of freedom. Unfettered by judgment or constraints, he indulged in every desire, reveling in the opportunity to live life on his terms. However, As months slipped by, loneliness crept back in. The boundless freedom was exhilarating, but the absence of human connection weighed heavily upon him. John struggled to find purpose in a world devoid of companionship. In a bid to find others, he embarked on a cross-country road trip. He traversed desolate cities, each echoing the same tale of abandonment and destruction. Every location he visited only reinforced the harrowing reality. He might truly be the last person on Earth. Upon reaching the coast, John spotted a sailboat in the distance. His heart raced with hope as he approached, only to find a mannequin on deck instead of another survivor. Defeated, he collapsed on the deck, realizing the futility of his search. As he sat there, defeated, John began reflecting on his life before the catastrophe. He realized he had taken human connection for granted, never truly appreciating its importance until it was gone. Preoccupied with success and achievement, he had overlooked the simple joys of life: laughter, love, and companionship. Accepting his new reality, John decided to make the most of his situation. If he were truly the last person on Earth, he would live life to the fullest, pursuing his passions and exploring every corner of the world. He started writing a journal, documenting his experiences and adventures, hoping that one day, someone might discover it and know that he had existed. During his travels, John stumbled upon a hidden library, nestled away in the ruins of an ancient city. He found solace in the words of long-lost authors, feeling a connection to the past that transcended time. The books became his companions, offering wisdom and comfort when the emptiness threatened to consume him. As the years passed, John's loneliness transformed into a deep sense of inner peace. He learned to appreciate the beauty of the world around him, marveling at the breathtaking sunsets and the tranquil rustling of leaves. He rediscovered the wonder of nature, exploring forests, mountains, and oceans with an unwavering sense of awe. Thank you for watching. You could download the vocabulary PDF below. To stay up to date on our future videos, please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and let us know what you think in the comments below.